Hi guys, I decided it would be good to record the video regarding my Infernalist build in the hardcore league basically on the Infernalist using the minions. Since I have pretty high tankiness, pretty high damage on the maps, clearing up that's like T16 maps without any danger, I think that can be useful for people who want to play on the hardcore with the Infernalist. So yeah. Yep, and let's start from the part of skills. So currently I'm using the Arsonist minion that throws like fire bombs. And from my point of view, the minion has the most high damage among all of the minions that the Infernalist have. Because I tried Reavers, I also tried the Snipers, and since that the Arsonist is most most high damage among all of these like minions. Yep. So using the Arsonist, I'm using the Infernal Hound from the passive tree, from the Ascension tree. Flame Wall around the Arsonist to increase their damage. So when they throw the bomb, it goes through the Flame Wall and applies some extra fire damage to it. Pain Offering just to increase the damage in overall of the minion on Earth, to create some extra minions that also deals pretty high damage because the build itself increases damage of the minions. Firestorm to apply the blind to the enemies, and it will be going to be hard for them to deal any damage. So sometimes it's useful when you see that the mobs deals pretty much damage and it can quickly kill your mobs, and this blind being applied can save time for you clearing up some packs of mobs. Green Feast, because I'm the user of the energy shield, so through the Green Feast I can double my energy shield. And Raging Spirits, because I cast the fire spell, sorry. Yep. From the support part of games, I'm using the fire exposure on the Infernal Hound because it applies Ignite, and fire exposure just increases damage of Ignite. For this fire exposure also applies the damage from the Skeletal Arsonist because the bomb has a type of fire. It also applies damage from the Raging Spirit because they deal damage with fire. And yeah, fire exposure is important. Also, I have this strip away that increases the effect of fire exposure. And yeah, and also Culling Strike on the dog that allows to kill the enemies more quickly. Yep. The Skeletal Arsonist using the basic one support gems, so it's like Scatter Shot that adds some extra projectile to the bombs, some attack speed, and some improvement to the bomb damage from the maximal from the point of the maximum damage that it can be. Oh yes, so basically it's spamming the Unearth to create more minions from the corpses, spamming Flame Wall just to apply some extra damage to the Skeletal Arsonists. And what would be good, just to add the Flame ability to apply some extra exposure to the mobs. Fire exposure, I mean. Yeah, so that was about the skills, now about the items. So important to have the Scepter, that will give you increased spirit. Allies in your presence deal increased damage. 4 to level of all minion skills. These 3 prefixes and suffixes, most important things on your scepter. Because like increased spirit allows you to summon more minions. Increased damage of your allies is insane, because for example in my case it gives 83 points of increased damage, percent of increased damage. but from the point of the skill tree, 1 point gives you about only 10. So this prefix gives me about 8 points of the skill tree that increases minion damage. So it's like, oh, it gives pretty high increasing of damage. So it's important to get on your scepter. Also would be good to find some critical hit chance for your minions. I'm not sure, maybe I have some scepter that have this. So critical damage bonus is also good, but critical hit chance is great to have on your scepter as well. Yep, this one. So this one, allies in your presence have increased critical hit chance. It's also important to have on your scepter. It's possible you can like combine. It's hard to find, it's hard to craft, but still you can combine increased spirit, increased damage, level of all minion skills, and critical hit damage, and this critical damage bonus. If you will find that scepter, you're super lucky one guy. So yeah, it's hard to get. So that was about the scepter, and now about the helmet. The only thing that you need to like try to find, you need to aim to, is the level of all minion skills +2, and that's important to have because like it will boost the damage of your minions again, so that's important to get. The other stats is good to have is high energy shield, because you need to aim the energy shield on your items. For example, you have a stat of armor, right? But the stat itself right now is not very good because it's not properly blocks, not the blocks, but reduces the damage that you get. Because the more damage you get, the less amount it's being reduced through the armor. So the stat itself is not good. Or now, maybe they will fix it. I don't know. Yeah, so that's like, you need to aim the energy shield on your items. So that's why you need to find some helmet with high energy shield and with some level of all minion skills. And since we are using the Tetery drop, it's also good to have some increased maximum life, because all the life that you have will be converted into your energy shield, despite the fact that I'm using Chaucer inoculation, which makes me to have only one life, or only one life basically, one maximum life. But still, this unique converts your life to the energy shield. So despite you have only one life, all of your life being converted to, not all, but 50% of your life will be converted to energy shield, which makes possible to use some prefixes that gives you life. And also it's also possible to use your strength as a increaser of your energy shield. Yep. So energy shield, level of all minion skills, rarity of items found is also good because it will increase the rarity of items, and also some currency drop will be increased, and if possible also some resistance will be good to get as well. So that's a helmet. So also I'm using the shield because it's important to have high block on your character, because the block mechanic provides possibility to passively block any damage that you're getting from any direction. So basically anything that can hit you may be blocked with such amount of percent, which is important for in cases when, for example, you're on the map, you have pretty much mobs around you, and by some reason they start to attack you, and all of their hits, without any diminishing, have a chance of, like in my case it's 57, but it's better to achieve at least 65, and all of their damage that they deal has this chance to be completely like avoided. Not avoided, but blocked. So that's super important thing. So what do you need to aim on your shield is energy shield, because it will increase your energy shield. Well, yeah, of course. And basically block chance, it should be high. So two things, it's energy shield and block chance. Armor doesn't matter actually. If possible, you can also get some strange because it will boost your energy shield and the maximum life. That would be the best choice for the shield. Amulet. So idea of amulet is to get the, again, level of all minion skills, some of the extra spirit, some of the like strange that you can get here, and you can also get the, I believe, suffix of the spirit that will get some extra 40 spirit to your stats, which is also good, but I don't have such amulet yet. Rings should cover the part of mostly of the resistances, and if it's possible you also need to find the rarity of items found on your rings, because it will boost your chance to get better drop from the mobs. The same story about the gloves, you need the energy shield, resistances, rarity of items found, strange, the belt also maybe probably would be good to get some armor, because it's possible to get as implicit modifier, and some charm slot would be good to get some resistances, some strange, so the same story. Yep, and also the boots may give you some extra rarity, some extra movement speed. Movement speed is important, and some stats. Yep, that was about that was about the items, and now about the passive tree. So idea is that all of the passives that you will get should increase damage, critical hits, HP of your minions. So here we go through the direction that will give us some increased minion damage. Then we will go for some health of the minions, for some time of reviewment of the minions, some of the speed of the minions. Then we will go for extra energy shield, extra minion stats, mind over matter, because we are in hardcore and whatever may happen, it's better to have this redirection from your health to your mana pool. Then we will go for extra minion damage again. We will go for some extra energy shield again, and then we will get Chow's inoculation to being immune to any Chow's damage, and also get some extra, again, extra minion damage and some block chances. Block chances is important, as I said, despite the fact that we are reducing some defenses. Block chance gives us a lot of things, so like not a lot of things, but like it decreases damage and blocks damage, half of the damage or more that you get from the mob, so it's super good stat. In the skill tree of here, of the ascendancy, important to get Hellhound, Altered Flesh to redirect 20 of physical damage to Chow's damage, and since we have the immune to Chow's damage, it completely prevents the damage. And the rest, it doesn't very matter, because like Pyromantic Pact cannot be taken, because we are using Mind over Matter, and if you will get the Pyromantic Pact, it will mean that the Mind over Matter will not work for you at all. But from other point of view, I think if you will reach about the 11,000 of energy shield, you can get rid of the Mind over Matter and like grab the Pyromantic Pact and Seething Body, which will slightly boost your damage, and also you don't need to care about your mana at all after that. And you will get some damage when you will reach the maximum of Pyromantic Pact, But since you have the good resistances, you have high energy shield through the Green Fist, through the Tetherer Drop, it won't be a problem for you to get about 2000 of damage, like it's like nothing for you. So yeah, that's like about the passive tree. Some of the jewels that you gonna use should consist of increased maximum energy shield because it boosts your energy shield basically, and some improvements to your minions. So it's good just to aim to these two stats: maximum energy shield and minion stat, because it's hard to, on the hardcore, it's hard to find the gel that will give you, for example, three positive prefixes. For example, maximum energy shield, minion damage, and minion resistance. It's almost impossible to find, and even if you will find it, costs about like I don't know, 50 of exalted or something like close. So, but if you have enough currency, so better to aim more stats that can improve you. So yeah, as I said, maximum energy shield and minion buff. Also good to have some increasement to the critical hit chance of your minions and critical damage bonus. So from here. And also, since we are using the skeletal arsonist and it attacks from the distance, throws its own bombs, fire bombs, you need to achieve to get some accuracy for your minion, because if the minion is on distance with some enemy, it means that it applies some accuracy where it was accuracy penalty, which means that it will has a less possibility to deal damage for your minions. For example, if the enemy is evasive and your minions start to attack that enemy on the distance, they will have some possibility not to apply any damage because of the accuracy. That's why you need to, like, at some high level after the 90, reach the point of the accuracy rating for your minions. Yeah, so as I said in other videos on the channel, you can see how I clear up the T16 maps. So overview of how to like clear them up you can find there if you're interested. But yeah, that was it. So yeah, hope that it will be useful for someone. Bye.